Hey, it's been a minute, and I've written and recorded a bunch more videos, but they're all huge and take time and care. So before I release those videos, I wanted to make this one about a show most of you guys haven't seen, or at least haven't seen much of, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, while this show had a really rocky start, really rocky, I have rewatched the show 3 times and I struggle with these first few episodes rocky. But this show definitely course corrects and goes on to have amazing cinematography, incredible season-long storylines, and some of the best character development and interactions in the MCU, as well as the cutest relationship by far. The main point of this video is the moment I believe all those aspects begin to take shape, and the show itself began to carve out its own identity outside of being a behind-the-scenes look of the normal guy in the MCU. I chose to make this video because goddamn I love this show, and even after months since my last rewatch, it sticks with me. And because Season 7 is currently out and it's awesome. So the episode in question, where I believe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does a heel turn, occurs in the appropriately titled Season 1 Episode 17, Turn, Turn, Turn. I'll be touching upon light spoilers for this show and heavy spoilers for Winter Soldier, but both of these are about 6 years old now, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. This episode does so much for the show, and this is made immediately clear as it follows up on the events of the Winter Soldier. You know, the S.H.I.E.L.D. being Hydra thing, and actually expands upon and further integrates that idea in an interesting and dynamic way. At this point, we are thrown into the thick of the first interesting character collisions of the season. Melinda May has just been caught by Fitz and Coulson talking to a mysterious unknown party, suspected to be someone within Hydra. There's the inclusion of 2 agents, John Garrett and Victoria Hand, the old friend of Coulson's and the strict and harsh agent in power, who also ordered the execution of everyone at Coulson's base. At the beginning of the episode, the roles of all agents seem clear, at least from the audience's perspective. Simmons is trapped in a S.H.I.E.L.D. base and doesn't know who she can trust, but ends up trusting the right people because of her constant faith in people's humanity, a faith which slowly unravels and then reforms as the series progresses. Fitz and Coulson have a bond in discovering May's hidden communications. May wants to prove her loyalty to the team after being caught in a betrayal, and Skye and Ward want to assist the team in any way they can. All characters receive an increase in their actual character because of this episode, and these strong character traits are carried over and highlighted for the rest of the season and the rest of the series. This episode is also one of the stronger episodes for the filmmaking behind the show, with good CGI employed for the plane scenes, handheld shots used whenever tension is high to engage the audience and make them feel the emotional weight the characters are feeling, and the lighting used to ominously suggest who is and isn't a traitor working for Hydra. They also have a lot of character interplay in order to further the plot, and that's where all good television stems from, good character work. And the best way to explore character is to test them and amp the pressure up to 11. That's exactly what this episode does. It pushes all the agents we've been following for 17 episodes into their most vulnerable and most paranoid to see how they react and what they do. Coulson formulates a plan but leaves May out of it because he can't trust her after her betrayal. Fitz becomes braver as soon as he learns Simmons is in trouble. Ward becomes angry and spiteful towards May because of her betrayal and because of the physical relationship the pair shared. This episode also ties up the loose thread of the clairvoyant storyline the show has been weaving throughout the season in a satisfying and, once again, a character-building way. This episode ends on a cliffhanger that sets the precedent and the momentum for the rest of the season into motion, and provides some much-needed character development for one of the blander characters in the show's roster of main characters. And not only does the last shot of the episode before the credits play into this sudden and shocking change in character, it allows the audience a moment to breathe, and a moment to freak out, and a moment to process the actions for this character prior to the reveal and what they mean in context of said reveal. Were the words and attitudes they used his genuine feelings, or were they simply tricks to grow closer to each member of the team? Did this character ever really care for any of them? Is that look on their face symbolic of a dark evil underneath their facade, or is it a look of regret and remorse, and time on Coulson's team affected them in their outlook? This one moment towards the end of the episode sets up so much character drama, so much intrigue for the closing episodes of the season, and so much development and backstory for the show's beaten down and tired leads. There's a line I enjoy from the episode that immediately follows this one, where the agents are lost and alone and don't quite know where to go next. But Coulson perseveres. He declares,
"Do you understand that? We are not agents of nothing. We are agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that still carries weight. That has to carry weight after everything we've been through. That carries weight!"
I love this line because it shows just how defeated the Hydra attack affected these agents. This team. Without their banner, what are they? They're the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And if you haven't seen where the story takes them, I highly recommend this show. I hope my love for this turning point is enough to convince you to at least try it out, but I'm fully aware that it's hard to watch 16 hit or miss episodes before a show really hits its stride. But I can almost guarantee to you, Once the show hits that stride, it takes off running. Thanks again for watching this video. I know it was a bit on the short side compared to most on the channel, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Let me know in the comments if you thought about checking out the show at any point, or just let me know what you thought of the video in general. I hope you all have a nice day and are staying safe.